You know, the beauty about how the church choose the readings is that the first reading is connected to the gospel, and the responsorial psalm is connected to the first reading. And the second reading may or may not be connected, but it talks about the life of the early Christians, early church. Its failures, its victories, her teaching. And the Catechism says to us that the new is hidden in the old, and the old is fulfilled in the new. And in our reading today, we see how the first reading was fulfilled in the gospel. When God said in the first reading that, I will open up your graves. And in the story of Lazarus, Jesus said, take away the stone. There was the fulfillment there. And Lazarus represents humanity, our resurrection. This is a beautiful story, but there is a story within the story here. You see, Jesus led Lazarus out of that cave for him to rise again. But if you look at the story about Martha's conversation with Jesus, there's another story going on in here. You see, Martha made a profession of faith, beautifully done. Very beautiful. I know you are the Christ. You are the one who is to come. Beautiful. I believe in the resurrection. However, when Jesus said, take away the stone, what was her reaction? It's been 4 days, Jesus. Come on. It's been 4 days. You can smell something in there. You see, suddenly, Martha's profession of faith melted away. In just one moment. Well, how is our profession of faith? Does our life reflect our profession of faith? Every Sunday we come to Mass. We always profess our faith to our Trinitarian God. Let us reflect, my brothers and sisters in Christ. Does our profession of faith can be seen in our relationship with our family? Can our profession of faith can be seen in our relationship with ourselves? But what about our neighbors? Can we see the profession of faith with our relationship with our neighbors? Can we see our profession of faith when it comes to God? Martha spoken that 4 days because he was talking about the flesh. The second reading tells us there are 2 ways to live out our lives. One is according to the flesh. The other one according to the Spirit. If we live by the flesh, we see death. If we live by the Spirit, we would see new life in Christ. Hope. So, brothers and sisters, as we are fast approaching the end of the Lenten season, let us invite ourselves to again go to the deepest recesses of our heart and ask ourselves, do I live out my profession of faith?